Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting episode of Wrestling Prime, the classic, original, whatever you want to call it, the OG. I am, I am the boat in broadcasting, Tom Dog. We are here. We are live. We're gonna get right into it. We're gonna have a lot of fun here today. Um, got some WWE news and everything like that, and so yeah, a lot of stuff to talk about. And my facial hair is like all over the place. You know, I need to get this shaved. I'm like a mess. I am literally a mess. And you know, I got to get my drink on. And weather doesn't want to seem to cooperate and everything like that. And first it's nice, then it's cold, then it's nice again, and in a little while it's going to be raining and thundering. So I don't know if you're going to hear it, but I'm sure as hell going to. And I'm standing, and then of course I'm in front of the window, so and everything like that. So, uh, so yeah, I'm a mess, and it's messing up with my allergies, and I'm just going crazy. So, but I'm gonna persevere. I'm gonna pull through it because we got a lot to talk about in that. But before we even get to that, we need to take that graphic off, so we don't need that. But I do have to do right here. Okay. Um. So. Um. So. Got to do the plugs and everything. So. Um. This episode is brought to you by W Energy. What is W Energy? It's not Propel, but it is an energy supplement that has no sugar, no artificial colors, flavors, or dyes, and zero chances of you crashing. So if you don't want to get laid out for anybody and take that loss and everything like that, and you know and lose your best, your most important match of your career, then go to w.gg right now. Use that promo code Brill that you see on the screen in big caps, whatever you call it. And use that code at the checkout, and you save 10% on your purchase. So, um, yeah, definitely, it's a wonderful drink. I know I keep talking about it, and I know I only did that one video and everything like that, and I know I should be getting some more. But hey, times are tough, you know, financial issues and everything like that. But it is what it is. But you don't need to take my word about how wonderful this drink is. Try it for yourself. Use that promo code Brill, and you'll save 10% on your purchase. And why am I getting so verklempt and choked up and everything like that? I don't know. I just feel I guess I'm emotional talking about this wonderful item, talking about this wonderful offer that I'm bestowing upon you, to my brilliant fans out there. So, so yeah, it's one of those things. But yeah, take my word for it. Use that promo code Brill, save 10%, and you get the finest ingredients. You'll feel good. You'll feel great. You'll feel wonderful. You'll feel refreshed. You'll feel like $1,000,000, and you'll be able to finish your story. No, that's kind of old and everything like that. I got to come up with a new. Got to come up with a new one. You know. So if you want to be the head of the table, use that promo code Brill at the checkout at w.gg right now. Use that promo code and save 10% on your purchase. And you will be the head of the table. So, um, so I guess I brought this up last week about Fred Ottman showing up at I guess he is it doesn't look like he's going to be there. I don't I don't think he's going to be there. Yeah. Um, because I did have it on my on my uh on my social media page, but I guess the page has been taken down. Fred Ottman was going to be at um M&J Video Games and Collectibles on Father's Day, but it looks like that's not happening. So I gotta launch and I gotta get to the bottom of this and find out what has happened. So yeah. Um, as soon as I find out, I will I will let you know. And apparently their website is still down and everything like that. So I that's another thing I got to get to the bottom of. So yeah. Um. Oh, I do have to create a. I have to make another graphic. Um. Hold on a second. Oops. I'm sorry, folks. I was running into some technical issues and yeah, so I gotta so um so um so I guess today is tomorrow is the last um the 31st is the last day where you'll be able to use this locker room code, WrestleMania 41 packs, um W W Mania 41 packs. Um this is your last this is your last opportunity to snag some snag a like I believe a couple of WrestleMania packs and WrestleMania 41 packs, and on 2K25 on WWE 2K25, you'll be able to punch that code in, and then after that, that's it. You know, the 31st is the last day, which is we're going into the 31st now, going into the end of the month. Um, so yeah. Um, but there is another code. So yeah, use that code and you'll be able to snag that. Also, um, let's see. Um, got the picture for that. At least I thought I did. Here we go. All right. So also too, you still have time to cash in this one as well. To take advantage of this locker room code as well. Cha-ching 12500. You get 12,500 VC and to use in the marketplace and to use in the card place and everything. So yeah, you'd be able um, to get that, and that is good by the end till the end of the year. So oh wait, no. Um yeah. Yeah, December 31st. Uh, yeah, still have until December 31st to snag that, and so yeah, you'll be fine. And so yeah, that's still good and everything. But as far as the WrestleMania, as far as this one goes, um, you have about until the end of you have until the end of the 30th of tonight. Um, by the end of the 31st to cash that in. So yeah. Um, there's also another code. I just got this, but um, it if done correctly, you'll be able to do that. I have not done a video on that, and there's a reason why, because um, this some may already have it, but if you don't have it, um, I will put it up for you now. I'm not going to be able to do a video on that, so because I checked this out myself, so I won't be able to do this do the video for you. Kind of missed out on that one. So it is Know Your Role 25. Now the placement of the O in roll, you got to use the 0. So it's KNOWUR0LE25. That's the code that you use, and if you type that in with the locker room code, if you do not have it, you will get the Rock Elite action figure to as a playable character, as well as the card that goes along with it, and you get some virtual currency, and you'll also get some virtual currency as well too. If you already have it, you'll get a duplicate bone. You just get like the duplicate cash in. So, I don't know how long this is good for. So yeah, I don't know how long it's good for, and as a matter of fact, let me see. There was one that was called Elite Rock 25, and it was the same. It was the same. It's the same one. That one's expired. So, but as far as this one, I don't know when the cutoff point is. So yeah. So yeah, that's up there on the screen now. Um, make sure mark this down and make sure that with roll you take that O and you turn it into a 0, and you'll be able to get that elite rock figure as a playable character and the persona card. So yeah, I'll post it up at the end periodically during the show. No, I'll actually what I can do is I can put it up on I'll make sure to put it up at the end of the show. So yeah. Mhm. Um, Oops. Actually, what I can do is I can scroll this. So, um, so yeah, I'll keep that up here. Fury. I'll switch that in between. Um, I'll switch that in between that as well too. So yeah, I'll be working my mouse a lot. So yeah. Um. So yeah, cha-ching. 12,500. Okay. Um, I gotta talk some. So yeah, let's talk some wrestling. Gotta find the article. I forgot to. Ah, perfect, 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 perfect. First thing that popped up in my search engine. And happy birthday to Jake the Snake Roberts. Celebrates a birthday today. We got the Stephanie Vacour is officially part of the WWE Raw roster, and so, yeah. Um, let's talk to so yeah, this article is coming from Wrestling News. Hmm, and it's about Triple H. Um, he's reportedly not a big fan of the Money in the Bank briefcase, and I need to. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Oops. Okay. Um. So I had to blow this up. um. So Triple H is um is reportedly not a major fan of the Money in the, and this is what they say in the Wrestling News article. Uh, Triple H is not really reportedly not a major fan of the Money in the Bank briefcase concept itself, according to WrestleVotes Radio. News came out during a discussion about the unusual late August scheduling for 2026 Money in the Bank event in New Orleans, as WWE shifts WrestleMania out of the city after announcing it. The winner of the matches have to carry around the briefcase until they cash it in. Of course, everybody knows that by now, but yeah. Um, so So yeah. Um, um, so yeah, so there's no other discussion. There we go. Okay, perfect. So so yeah, I guess it's because of the fact that um you know you have 1 year to collect the okay, that's weird. You have 1 year to collect to cash it in. And so yeah. Um so I mean if done correctly, I don't think that it's a big deal. I don't think it would be such a big deal. But the way the wrestlers cash in the briefcase is, some wrestlers cash in the briefcase. They just find an easy way to do that by going on there, um, taking advantage of the situation and uh, seizing the opportunity to cash it in on their when you know on their L. So yeah, and perfect example about it. Drew McIntyre last year at WrestleMania. Um, he lost the belt to Damian Priest, and yeah, so yeah, it was it's it's one of those things that that happened. I mean, you know, we all know what happened last year, so we're not going to get into that discussion because that's a over and done situation. But you know, so yeah, you know, um, I guess that's what Triple H was understanding with that. But guys you know like Rob Van Dam who cashed in the briefcase at the revival of ECW One Night Stand, and that right there, I think was like the proper way to cash it in, and so yeah, I thought it was really good, really cool. So I mean, if done like that, cash it in and be able to use it that way. So yeah, so you never know. um, so I don't have the official bracket, um, but I am gonna go at my my favorite, my other favorite site to go to, and that's Bleacher Report. Um, because they would have an idea of the official See, I don't want to go on. I don't want to go on woke X. Um, let's see. So it did come up because I did see the picture of it, and I don't see it. Okay. So yeah, I don't see. Don't see the official card. The graphic for it. But all I do know is that Andrade and Paragon and Solo Sikoa, CM Punk, and two others have been. So yeah, that is the official card. I'm trying to get it. So. Oh, okay. Okay, so the official bracket, um, as it stands right now, I got it. Um, so it's Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, Penta, Seth Rollins, Andrade, and I believe. So yeah, this didn't get updated, but it did say CM Punk. Uh, yeah, this is. Yeah, they didn't update this. Um, so so yeah, we got Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Rhea Ripley, Julia and Naomi, and so yeah, nothing yet on who's going to be getting that one. So yeah, and then of course, okay, so we don't need to talk anymore about that. So yeah, okay, so yeah, I guess he's not a fan of the concept of you know instead of cashing it in the proper way, and that's using that to the advantage and saying, "Hey, I'm gonna challenge you to a match. Here, I got the briefcase. Gonna do it like that." I guess that's what he's talking about. So, so yeah. Okay, let's talk Vince McMahon. We have a lot to talk about in regards to Vince McMahon. Holy shit, do we have a lot of talk about Vince McMahon? Starting off with um, John Laurinaitis. Um, so um, so John Laurinaitis um, basically is cooperating with the court system and telling everything that they know about Vince McMahon's behavior. And one person was not too thrilled about it, and his name is Teddy Long. I guess he was standing up for Vince. And this is coming from the Wrestling News website. And so Teddy Long did not hold back on his feelings regarding former WWE executive John Laurinaitis, who was recently dismissed as a defendant in the Janelle Grant's lawsuit case against Vince McMahon and the WWE after agreeing to cooperate. Speaking on the speaking on the Road Trip After Hours podcast, Long labeled Laurinaitis a coward for his actions and alleged that Laurinaitis abused his power during his tenure in the WWE, with Long himself being a victim. The discussion arose following the news that Laurinaitis would provide evidence in Grant's case, where she alleges that of years of sexual abuse and trafficking involving Vince McMahon. When asked if he was surprised by Laurinaitis' decision to cooperate, Long was empathetic. Does it sound like the John Laurinaitis you know? And so Mac Davis asked that question to Teddy Long uh, during that podcast, uh, and to which Long would reply, "Yes." Um, Long then directly addressed Laurinaitis' character and past actions, saying that if what we just heard, if all is true, okay. He just turned on the man that made him somebody. He wasn't no he wasn't nothing until he came to work for Vince. Vince put him in charge of talent relations, gave him a bunch of power and stuff. And he abused that power because I was there and I was one of the guys that he abused. Long stated that he wouldn't say too much to avoid involvement, but affirmed what I'm saying is the truth. So pretty much goes into detail and everything like that. So yeah, this is some pretty crazy stuff, and it's getting worse and worse it's getting worse every time we hear it. And and listen, I'm not picking sides because I wasn't there and everything like that. Thank God, but 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 Vince McMahon, um, is lots going on with him and everything like that. And I'm telling you, this is going to be, um, this is something, you know. And I guess want to try to put this all behind him, I guess. But it's so Vince McMahon's attorney for Vince McMahon even stated, uh, which was posted on Wrestling News on May 28th. Um, Today's dismissal of John Laurinaitis as a defendant doesn't alter the facts of this case in any way. Vince McMahon never mistreated Janelle Grant, no matter how many press releases her team issues. The truth remains unchanged. As Mr. Laurinaitis' lawyer previously said, Laurinaitis contributes to Mr. McMahon in corroborates Mr. McMahon in publicly declaring that Ms. Grant's allegations of sexual abuse and cor- uh, the complaint are completely unfounded. I have a hard time pronouncing one of the words there. So yeah. Um, yeah, a lot of crazy stuff. A lot of crazy stuff there. And so yeah, I'm gonna bypass that topic and go to the other one. And we still talked about Vince McMahon. And um, this one regards Vince McMahon's new company is called 14th and I. And a former WWE executive, Brad Blum, is the president. And so this is also coming from Wrestling News. Vince McMahon and has launched a new private investment firm called 14th and I, which will focus on opportunities within the sports, media, and entertainment sectors. Public firings, oh, whoops, sorry. public filings indicate McMahon registered 3 related limited liability companies in Connecticut in September of last year, with trademark applications covering private equity, fund investment, and entertainment productions. Longtime McMahon ally and former WWE executive Brad Blum is serving as president of 14th and I. Blum's LinkedIn profile describes the firm as a disciplined, flexible, long-term capital and strategic partner, targeting buyouts, majority deals, and growth-oriented minority investments. The name 14th and I appears to be a reference to the historic Washington, D.C. location of the Capital Wrestling Corporation, WWE's predecessor, run by Vince McMahon's father. There's currently no indication that 14th and I will be involved in the professional wrestling business. This venture follows McMahon's resignation from WWE and TKO Group Holdings in January of last year amidst ongoing legal battles, including a lawsuit from former WWE employee Janelle Grant alleging sexual assault and trafficking, to which McMahon denies. So yeah, we shall see what will become of this this company, and what will it consist of. And going to be very interesting to see what develops like a Polaroid camera. So yeah. All right. So, okay, we got one more piece of business to talk about, and then we got to call it a night. So, and it's no surprise, you saw the thumbnail. Aside from Triple H and Mr. McMahon, but also Logan Paul. He's like the bane of my existence, and he doesn't even know it. So, he basically has a problem. Has a message with. He sent a message out to the WWE superstars who have been having a problem with his position in the company. So this is what this is what Logan posted. I don't know if it was in his on the social media page, which I probably should check out first. Oh, great! He's going to be his prime his urine in a bottle, Prime Energy, just became official sports drink of the UFC. So, okay, good. And apparently, he was on a guest on Tfue, on Tfue's podcast, and on the Paul. Oh wait, no, Tifu was on Logan Paul's podcast, and Tifu exposes Ninja for ruining his Fortnite career. Um, FaZe bangs Fallout, dating his assistant. Who gives a shit? Um, oh, okay. So, all right. So remember that basketball player, Therese Halliburton? Well, apparently it just passed me. Um, he actually got involved in one of Logan Paul's matches on SmackDown a while back, and so yeah. Okay, so I don't. Okay, so I didn't post nothing on the social media, but I guess it was probably said on this podcast. So might have been. So, but anyways, this is what Logan said. Logan Paul has a message for WWE, and this is coming from Wrestle Talks um, Woke X page. So it says Logan Paul has a message for WWE stars who have a problem with his position in the company. So this is what Logan has to say about that. It is my understanding that some of my peers are not happy that I get these shots so quickly in my career. Let me break it down. Let me break it down for you. In your simple brains, do you think I'm here because I go viral? Yes. Actually, you're a virus, so you know. You see the numbers and you think that's why I'm here. No. The reason that I'm here, the reason that I'm given these opportunities so easily in my career is because A, I'm fantastic, which being which he's already stroking his ego already, being the jack off that he is. And but B, because I've been getting these impressions for a decade now. And with those impressions comes an audience, a fan base, eyeballs. That's why I'm here. Because people watch what I do. They care what I do. Whether they're on my team, whether they want me to win, whether they're waiting for me to fail, doesn't matter. They're watching. And that's currency, attention. So my question would be for the people who have a problem with my position in the WWE, who's watching you? Now, Karrion Kross had a response to that. But before I before I read to you what Karrion Kross had to say, I want Logan Paul to pay close attention. As a matter of fact, I want anybody who's watching me right now or watching me later on to share this video, this portion of the video, to Logan Paul because I want him to listen up. What that goofy dipstick does not understand is that there's a key word that he's totally missing in that whole thing. Now, I'm no WWE expert and everything, but I have known a lot of wrestlers in my time to know that there's one key element, regardless of whether it's has changed over the years or what, but there's one key element that separates him from everybody else, and that is sacrificed. A sacrifice. Logan Paul, you goofy dipstick, what have you sacrificed during the short amount of time that you've been with the company? You were invited here. You were invited into the WWE as a guest, as a celebrity opponent for WrestleMania to tag in with The Miz. That's when you first started out. And all of a sudden, you're getting this lucrative contract. But let me tell you this. How did you get there in the first place? How did you get there in the first place? It's because you're an internet celebrity. Key word there, celebrity. You're a celebrity. That's why. If you're not a celebrity, if you weren't a celebrity, if you weren't doing what you did, if you had less subscribers than what I do, and wasn't famous or anything like that, you wouldn't even be stepping foot into that ring. You're in there because you're worth a lot of money. I don't know how much, and I don't give a shit. But you do have a lot of it because you technically stole millions of dollars from people who invested into your fake cryptocurrency scam known as CryptoZoo. Does that ring a bell? Not to mention, you walk around with this Pokemon card that you have, which is extremely valuable. So, all right, kudos on you. Not to mention, you got that piss in a bottle that you're labeling it out and getting sponsors from not only WWE, but as I just mentioned, UFC and God knows who else. And you're also collaborating with Mr. Beast with that little generic brand of Lunchables that which you call Lunchly. Now I'll give you credit where credit's due. You had nothing to do with that one, but your name's all you do throw in a prime bottle in that um, generic clone of Lunchables. Just so you know. So you got all this attention and everything like that, and there's only one reason why you got all this attention, because you made a lot of noise in Japan, and for all the wrong reasons. Because I sure as hell remember that. I didn't want to see the video, but it disgusted me, and it inspired me to do my rants on you. And it's funny. I'm still talking about you all these years. That I'm still talking about you, still, because you're just like that tick that won't go away. You're like the Lyme disease that I wish I'd never gotten. So that's how much anguish I have towards you. You know, you're a tick, you're a tick, and I'm just a normal citizen who just gotten Lyme disease from urine. These wrestlers have every right to be upset with you because you technically took their spot. And yeah, some of them may not have gone up to the roster, have made a bend. But the fact is that no matter what promotion that they're in, no matter what promotion that they're in, the fact that they're getting some sort of notice, some sort of recognition, stands for something, and they build on that. They build on their character. You take a look at Jey Uso. He's sacrificed a lot for this business to get where he is today. Kofi Kingston sacrificed a lot to get where he is today. He's a former world champion. He's gotten to where he was. You take a look at John Cena, who's been training for years. Your tag team partner at Man in the Bank, John Cena, he's been training for years. To get where he is today, being the 7-time world champion. You're bitching and moaning that you're not a Hall of Famer. You haven't achieved. You haven't done nothing to achieve Hall of Fame status. And yeah, you're probably saying all these things to get heat and everything. And yeah, you are doing your job as a heel. I'll give you that credit. But I won't give you any credit other than that because what you are is a total asshole. These wrestlers have sacrificed a lot for this business, and whether or not they climb that ladder, that's on up to them. But also, it's up to the promoters to say, hey, listen, okay, we're gonna push you, or you still have some, you're not what we want. And yeah, it happens. It sucks that a lot of good, a lot of talent gets released, and nobody wants to see that happen. But at the end of the day, Triple H is the boss, and he can, But just remember, you were once invited to be in a match as a celebrity. Just remember that. Don't believe me? Ask your buddy I Show Speed. Look what happened to him. He said he's not a wrestler, but yeah, he still went inside the ring and got his ass whooped, which was funny as hell, by the way. I've been watching it nonstop on a continuous loop. That spear's so amazing. Why do you think KSI steer clear away? Because he knows better. And how about this? And let's put it this way. And yeah, in a way, I'm a celebrity too. Maybe not as big a star as you, because unlike you, I don't suck dick to get where I am. Just remember that, Logan. I'm proud to be where I'm happy to be where I am. I'm happy to be where I am. I've been in cable. I've been a broadcaster going on for 29 years. What have you done during that time? Oh yeah, that's right. You were just a sperm in your father's dick. I've done more than you ever did before you were even born, asshole. And the fact that you're taking spots away from that talent that deserves it more than you is disgusting. So fuck you, Logan, and fuck your image in WWE. And I hope somebody shares this video. I'm begging you. I dare anybody to share this video because I want him to listen. He does a lot of this, not a lot of this. But his attitude will never get him in as a champion. Oh, because he's better than everybody else? Fuck you, Logan. And yeah, it's because you go viral. Your ego is bigger than the shit in Jurassic Park. Fuck you, Logan. So let's see what Karrion Kross had to say. I swear. But I'm serious though. I swear, I think, the more I keep, ranting about Logan Paul, the more my blood pressure boils. And you know what? I should have brought my blood pressure cuff to find out, to check my blood pressure. I should have put my smartwatch on too to probably get my see how much my BPM is, because I know it's probably sky high after that little rant. So, but anyways, here's what Karrion Kross had to say. This is coming from Pro Wrestling World on their social media page. So this is what Karrion Kross had to say. It's been brought to my attention that somebody in the WWE thinks that his peers have a problem with his position in the company. He still doesn't get it. No one has a problem with his position. The problem is that for some people who have put 20, even 30 years in, they were told there was a certain skill set that they had to acquire. Putting time in was going to equate to having very particular opportunities. Those opportunities don't seem to be available for those people now because they didn't build a brand outside of the company. And for an extended period of time, no one was allowed to build a brand outside a company. That's the issue. That's the problem. The problem, the person who believes that everyone has a problem with him it's not about him. Anyone could be him, and people would have a problem with that. If people were told when they were if people were told when they went to professional wrestling schools that they had to build a brand outside of the company in order to position them better to have the opportunities that they could knock out of the park. That's exactly what they that's exactly what they would have done. Professional wrestlers in my opinion, this is Karrion Kross's opinion, have the strongest and greatest work ethic in the world. And as someone who have been who have told them that this is what they have, etc. What hold on. And as someone would have told them that this is what they have to do. That's what they would have done. Now, for some of those people, it's too late. So I asked that person, what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? Are we just going to wipe out an entire group of performers that they have been doing this an extended amount of time because it's impossible to catch up to that advantage? Me personally, I'm actually learning from that person. I see how the business is responding to that person. I don't dislike the person. I think this person is great, which I have been on record to say. I like that person. I think I think they're very cunning. I think they do things that I wish Sami Zayn would do, and then he would be world champion. I just don't think he still I just don't think he still gets it. I'm actually shocked and that he's rattled in a way that he is because he doesn't have to be. But here we are. Think you guys get it though? I think you guys get it though. And listen, hey, if you like Logan Paul, fine. You know, fine. No, I'm not telling you who you should like and who you not like and everything like that. That's not my place to be because I would be an asshole for thinking that. What I am saying is that me personally, I have a personal issue with Logan Paul, and it dates back to where he didn't even step foot in a wrestling ring. This is when he was starting off as a backchecker. And it all started when he went to Japan with his buddies. Went to Japan, made a complete ass of himself, and disrespected the culture, disrespected the good people of Japan, and everything like that. And he ended the trip by going to this suicide forest and laughed at a dead person that was laying there on the ground. And he thought it was funny and everything like that. So I did my rant about him, and I said what I had to say, and I almost got a heart attack from it. So that's why my blood pressure is going up every time have to talk about this asshole. And yeah, some people would say that yeah, maybe you shouldn't talk about him like you are, but I can't because he's doing stupid shit like this. You know, criticizing other wrestlers who's done a lot for this business, and yeah, and Karrion Kross is right. It's it could be too late for some of these guys, and they want to look for someone younger. They want to go after for someone younger. Logan Paul unfortunately fits that bill. So, but he will never. But in my opinion, he's never going to reach that status because of the fact that he's a celebrity. And I'm telling you right now, you put the champion. You it's bad enough that you put the United States Championship on him. That was mistake number one. Mistake number two is that you put the world title on him. You put the world title on him. You want to talk about a financial disaster? There's your financial disaster right there. And I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of WWE fans are going to jump ship to the other brand. Now, I'm not talking about NXT or TNA. Because we all know what happened to the last time a celebrity won a world championship. So I'm not trying to tell Triple H what to do, but I'm telling you right now, learn from WCW's mistakes. Don't put that belt on him. He can go after, he can get that title opportunity if that's what you want, fine. But you put that belt on him, it's a financial disaster. I'm telling you that right now. I'm just saying. From a wrestling fan who's been a fan of WWE ever since I was in diapers. I've been a wrestling fan ever since I was in diapers. So, and when that day comes where I'm walking around the house in diapers, I'm still gonna watch wrestling and still comment about it. And I'll be like, "Fuck Logan Paul." How did Tom Dog die? He had a heart attack because Logan Paul won the world championship. And then the headlines are going to read Tom Dog dies at age 79. Tom Dog dies of a heart attack at age 60 because Logan Paul won the world championship and he went on an hour-long rant about how it's bad for business for WWE, and now it's in financial ruin because of it. Tom Dog made a rant about it, and he had a heart attack live on the air. Hey, at age 60, damn. Gonna wait until I hit 69? Shit. I'm already seeing my demise. I swear that's how it's going to be. I'm going to die of a heart attack yelling at Logan Paul and the WWE for putting the belt on him. I swear to God, that's what's going to happen. It's like, what's his name? You're talking. What's my Dog Morris? What did Mr. Morris do? And it's like, oh, apparently, according to his family, he said that he had a heart attack because he was pissed off that the WWE put the belt on Logan Paul, and he went on an hour-long rant about it. He ranted over an hour. Hey, if it happens, I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. I'm gonna get myself a heart attack. I bet I already had, I came this close to getting a heart attack when he did all that shit in Japan, and I went on a rant about it. You know what? That reminds me. I wonder how long I wonder what the runtime was that video I did when I talked about Logan Paul. Let's see. Let's see. Where's that video? Let's see. Let's see. Tom Dog Rants Live. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Did a lot of Loot Crate videos. Those unboxing videos were just the shit. Excellent. See, my chest is already hurting. My God. See, this is what happens. This is what happens. Where the hell is it? Are you shitting me? Oh, duh. Oops. Back out. Back out. There we go. Full plate. There. Let's see. Donald Trump sucks. Donald Trump still sucks. Donald Trump sucks forever. PewDiePie, you're not forgiven. Logan Paul. Oh, I ranted for almost 19 minutes. I ranted more about PewDiePie than I did Logan Paul. What the hell was wrong with me? Like, what the hell, man? Like, really? Why am I hungry? My stomach's growling. Wow. Wow, I slacked on that one. Spent almost 20 minutes ranting about him. And I ranted on PewDiePie for 30 minutes, over 30 minutes. So yeah. But listen. But listen, that's all I got. That's all I'm saying about that is that if WWE decides to put the belt on him, just so you know, it's going to be a financial disaster. I'm just letting you know that right now. Because at the end of the day, he's a celebrity. He's still a celebrity. So yeah. And then Logan Paul saying, "Oh, I should be in the Hall of Fame." Fuck you. You haven't achieved that status yet. Yeah, your historic Hall of Fame career is getting brass knuckles from your boyfriends. Maybe start winning your matches cleanly and being the heel that you are. Being the heel that you are. I mean, I'm just saying. So I don't know. But anyways, I'm looking at the time here. I'm going over on my limit here. But yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. And be sure to follow me on Blue Sky at TomDog247. If you missed any of tonight's episode, you can check it out as soon as I turn off the camera. Samoan, spike that like button if you like what you saw. Comment down below. What are your Money in the Bank predictions? We're going to be, I believe it's next week. Let's see. Money in the Bank. Let's see. Yeah, next week. Next week. So yeah, what are you who do you think's gonna win the briefcase? And let us know in the comment section down below. Ring the bell to stay notified of what I'm going to be doing next. And be sure to support small streamers like myself by doing the most important thing that you can do for us small streamers like myself, and that is acknowledge the subscribe button. Don't forget the Know Your Role the locker room code. It's Know Your Role 25. Make sure that the O in roll is a 0, and also you still have time to you have until later on this evening to you have until the end of the 31st to cash in the locker room code WMania41 PAX. And also Cha-Ching 12,500. So 12500. Cha-Ching 12500. So don't forget that as well. So like I said, we'll say have a good night, everybody. I'll be back here tomorrow night with gonna wrap up our weekend celebration and everything like that, and all that cool stuff. We got so yeah, we've got a week-long event. Well, actually, no, not a week-long event, but we got AEW to catch up on. I still got to do my review. I haven't done that review yet and everything like that. But yeah, of Double or Nothing and everything like that. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow to check that out and get everybody caught up on what's going on with AEW, and close off the week and close off the weekend and everything like that. So yeah, but we will see you all again here tomorrow night. So until then, this is Tom Dog saying take care, so long, peace. Excuse me, and have a good night, everybody. See you tomorrow night.